All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast, where we talk about cars, music, movies, and so much more. Guys, welcome back to all my subscribers. You know your buddy CJ loves and appreciates each and every one of you. If you're new, guys, around here, we have fun. Give me a like and subscribe. Check it out. Guys, listen, tonight, we're going to get into some gearhead stuff. We're going to get into some car guy stuff. You know, that real gearhead talk. This is the place to be for that real gearhead talk. That's where the channel started. And you know, your buddy CJ is a car guy through and through. And for tonight's episode, we're going to talk about Ferrari. Are you kidding me? Anytime Ferrari comes out with a new car, it's news, right? Regardless of whether or not you're a muscle car dude or a classic car guy, or if you are into exotic cars, if you're into Formula One, F1, that type of thing, motorsports. Listen, Ferrari is a major badge and a major brand and a major player in the world of performance cars and certainly motorsports and certainly F1. It's a big deal when Ferrari announces a new car. And that's what we've got. We're going to talk a little bit about the Ferrari Amalfi, okay? Which is a new car coming out in 2027 for Ferrari with an asterisk. There's a but there. And we're going to talk about that but. We're going to go over this car and talk a little bit about what it is, what it isn't very briefly. But then we're going to get into the fun because you know on the Hot Seat Podcast, listen, guys, we interact. We got a whole community thing going on here. It's an awesome vibe. Check me out on Instagram, Hot Seat Gearheads. Been having a lot of fun there, getting to know you guys, not only outside in the wild, but certainly online in the world of all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We everywhere, right? But in all seriousness, guys, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to put you on the spot tonight, okay? As we often do, and I'm going to give you some choices. You're going to have to make some tough choices. With a budget, I'm going to give you a budget, okay? I'm going to have you choose either a Ferrari Amalfi or one of several other Ferraris that can be had for within that same budget. They're used as opposed to a new Amalfi, but I'm going to give you some choices, and you got to let me know in those comments which one for you. But without further ado, let's get into this. Let's take a look at the Ferrari Amalfi together, shall we? Now listen, guys, first things first. Ferrari Amalfi coming out in 2027 is basically an update to the Ferrari Roma. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I was not and am not a huge fan of the Ferrari Roma. I don't get the appeal of this car. Okay? So I'm going to get that out of the way. Like, Ferrari Roma was never talking to me. Okay? I'm not a Ferrari hater or anything like that. Just the design language, the styling cues of this car, the lines, not for me. Like, is it trying to be an Aston Martin V8 Vantage with a Ferrari badge on it? Is it trying to be a Jaguar? I had someone say, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I had someone close to me recently take a look at this. We were talking about it. They said, CJ, it reminds me of like a Mazda. And I don't know where they get that from. It's not a Puro Sangue. But yeah, I mean, just it doesn't drip and ooze Ferrari for me. Okay? So I'm going to get that out of the way while I also lay on you a few specs. Let's talk about the specs of the new Ferrari Amalfi, which is basically an update to the Roma, okay? We're talking about a 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8, putting out around 631 horsepower. So I'd say that's probably going to be a bright spot of this car, right? Ferrari V8, listen, she's going to sing. She's going to put out some big performance numbers. They're estimating 0 to 60 somewhere around 3.3 seconds. Guys, we're talking about an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. Of course, it's rear-wheel drive. The cool thing about the Amalfi is it's a 2+2 coupe, which means it's a Ferrari you could potentially drive every day and either put some buddies or some friends or some kids in the back, maybe up to 2, and maybe even some groceries. Again, the idea is we've got a cruiser, right? We've got a Ferrari that's not meant and built for the track or solely that's just so impractical and ridiculous you can't drive it unless you're going to Cars and Coffee or to the shop or maybe a quick jaunt on the weekends. No, this is potentially a car that I can't believe I'm going to say this, could you daily a Ferrari Amalfi? Maybe you could. Other key updates for this car, guys, that I think is super important. Obviously, there's some aesthetic updates. They've got some active aero in the rear wing. I was never a fan of the front grille on the Roma. Ugh. Oh my God. I thought they got that way wrong. I went to the launch event for the Roma during COVID. And listen, from the moment I laid my eyes on this car, I was not a fan of the aesthetics. Again, it just wasn't talking to me. I think the Amalfi is a step in the right direction, although I'm still not a huge fan of this car. I'm not sure who it's for. Is it for the guy who wants to daily his Ferrari? Okay, but there might be better options for that as well, in my humble opinion. Other updates that they made, listen, a tactile start button is back. You know, those haptics, kind of like on your Apple Watch, the haptics, they went hard in on that with the Ferrari Roma, and pretty much universally, it didn't get great reviews. I think infotainment, the haptics, the way you interacted with the car, the buttons, the digital buttons were not a hit in the Ferrari Roma. And kudos to Ferrari for making some improvements on that, right? So I think that's kind of cool. So that's a little bit about the Roma. But guys, I'm going to come back to it. Like, I'm not sure who this car talks to, or who this car is really for. The starting price for the new Ferrari Amalfi is probably going to be around $283,000. And we all know how options work with exotic cars and, the super sports cars or supercar realm, if you will. These super exotic grand tours, sports cars, whatever category or multiple categories the Amalfi actually sits in. But with options, make no mistake, you're looking at a $350,000 car, easy peasy, $350K to get your new Amalfi, or more, right? If you want goosed out with carbon and everything else, and the special wheels and all the things that are going to make it a super wild and unique spec, you might be pushing 400K, 350, 360, 380. I think that's where they're going to average. Your average build is probably going to be between 350 and 380K. So my question for you tonight in this sort of fun episode we're having is, if I give you a budget of 350K and I give you 5 choices, which Ferrari are you going with? So what do you think, guys? I'm going to give them to you right now, and you got to let me know in the comments. Let's start and let's have some fun. All right, guys, let's buy a Ferrari, but I'm going to give you some rules. You've got a $350,000 budget, and I'm going to give you 5 choices. You have to pick one of these Ferraris. Number 1, you can get a brand new 2027 Ferrari Amalfi, which, as we know, is the evolution of the Ferrari Roma. Your second choice is a Ferrari 812 Superfast. Let me tell you something, guys. With that V12 out front, look at this car. That is a lot of car. Guys, your third choice, how about a Ferrari 296 GTB? What do you think? This car is somewhat controversial, the hybrid drive. Let me tell you something. They're out there with a $350,000 budget. This is one of your choices. What do you think? Your next choice, how about an F8 Tributo? Let me tell you something. It's pushing the limits of that 350K budget, but you can get them. They're out there. 2019, 2020 F8 Tributo. Woo! High tech, really edgy, progressive design. What do you think? Is this the one? Guys, your final choice, Ferrari 458. Are you kidding me? The modern classic. Can we all agree? We'd all like to have a Ferrari 458 at one time or another. Is this the one you'd want with a 350K budget? Guys, you tell me. I gave you 5 great choices. They're all a bit unique and very different cars, but they all have that prancing horse logo on them. Which Ferrari for you? Come on, you got to let me know. So, all right, guys, let me know in the comments those choices. What do you guys think about the new Ferrari Amalfi? Are you on board with it? And do you think it's an improvement over the Roma or not? How do you feel about V8 twin turbo, front engine, rear wheel drive Ferraris? How do you feel about 2+2 coupes as a Ferrari as opposed to a 2-seater mid-engine, rear mid-engine, 458, 488, something like that? What to you is the sweet spot Ferrari? or do you have to have that big V12 out front? I want to hear your comments. I want to know what you guys think. Your buddy CJ, not a huge fan of the Roma and now the Amalfi, but listen, I don't think they're bad cars. They're just probably not for me. So listen, guys, wanted to come on here and have a bit of fun with you tonight. It's kind of a short and sweet episode. Guys, you know I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Give me a comment, give me a like and subscribe. And until I see you on the next one, peace.